Hey guys, and welcome to World of Tanks with Georgian. Today we're going to be looking at the T34-1 Chinese Tier 7 medium tank. I'm going to be talking about today its mixed bag qualities and what I find both frustrating and compelling about this vehicle. At Tier 7 it has a standard amount of hit points of 1050, which is about enough to be competitive with other vehicles such as the Comet, which only has 100 points more. The most interesting thing about this vehicle is its turret, which has 170 thickness at the front, which is the strongest thickness turret at Tier 7. So I believe. This is one of its amazing qualities, because it can go hold down and bounce shots from Tier 7, Tier 6, Tier 5, and Tier 5. However, reaching into Tier 8 and 9 games, it's unlikely your turret front will bounce shots for you, and your hull armor is inadequate. The replay I'm going to show you will demonstrate some of these strengths and weaknesses. Let's have a look. And we begin on an encounter battle on Redshire from the south spawn. I decided to go right to try and use my hold down tactics, but as you'll see as we get there, you'll see the lack of gun depression to work against me in my efforts to try and use my turret armor. As you can see, the vehicle is reasonably mobile. Going uphill. It loses some speed, of course, but not a great amount of speed. So it's rather mobile. Okay, we're just going into position here. I decide to go up the hill instead of sitting down where I just was. So I go and hug this rock. Target's up. And there's a target on my right, the IS. He is the best player on the team. I take a shot at him, however, I hit the front part of his extremely angled armour, so it bounces immediately. And that's one thing you will get frustrated about with this vehicle, is its mediocre gun performance. 175mm penetration with standard armour piercing rounds. And right there I get penetrated in the turret. And that is a problem with the cupolas on each side. The cupolas are much weaker than the rest of the frontal turret armor. KV-85 tries to take a shot, hits someone behind me. I go forward and try and hit him. Now I hit the M4. And this is probably wrong, going straight out at a flat angle, they could probably track me. But as you can see, the main turret armor holds strong. Bounce a shot. KV-85 is tracked. Finish him off. Okay, number 1. I decided to go forward here because they're all below my gun line, so I have to go forward. However, due to lack of gun depression, I have to expose all of my front hull. Take a shot at KV, bounces, and then I get hit in the driver's swap. My driver gets knocked out and the turret ring gets knocked out. The problem with many Chinese vehicles is the lack of module health. I decide to fall back, repair the turret, and go around. Again, losing the good mobility. I check behind me, but they're not flying, because they're distracted with my other allies. I see a target on the hill. Take a shot at a guy in the pickup circle. The gun obviously doesn't perform well due to its 2.9 second aim time, so I miss. I decide to take longer to aim at this KV-1S. The first shot goes straight in, through the side. I reload in about 7 seconds. 7 for 8 seconds. And take a shot I think that is likely to have hit his front upper plate at a poor angle and it bounced. I see a T-25-2 falling back. Take a shot. I miss. Gun is not very accurate at long range. He drops off the radar. Take another shot. I think that likely missed. There's a target to my left. ELC AMX. Take the time to aim. And he's gone. I then rush down the hill to help my allies in the capture circle. I did try and get him to take a shot at that fellow, but he went down before I could get there. And here again, the gun depression is very bad, so I have to go forward and expose more. Someone takes a shot at me but misses. I pull back. The round 2 hits me at a poor angle and therefore it bounces. I go up the hill again, and as you can see, poor gun depression doesn't do me any favours. I take a shot at the round 2, which I thought would have hit but missed. And I now take a shot at the T-35-1. Actually, it's a T-25-2. It's down. The gun average damage is 250, which is reasonable. It's higher than Comet, for example, which only does 150, I believe. I'm just checking where the penetrations went in. Through your driver's slot, crippling. That was earlier in the game. This Comet is a stock Comet, but he isn't paying attention to me, and it's unfortunate because I track him in place and it's over for him very soon. He fires at the rock. I'm not particularly sure, probably thinking he could hit one of my allies. I'll track him again. He turns his turret, but an ally of mine takes him out. I rush over to the cap trying to get this Tiger P, but this Jagdpanther has other ideas and he goes in for the ramming. And scrunch, and that's a kill for a ramming damage. Excellent play by the Jagdpanther at the end of the game. There's only a Panther left. He's spotted across the river. I take time to aim again because, as we saw earlier, the gun is not good at range. And that's a game over. 2,700 damage. I hope you could see why this machine is a mixed bag. It can do very well in tier 7 matches like this replay. As I stressed earlier, however, once you get into tier 8 and 9 matches, the vehicle becomes much less effective. You can sometimes get lucky if RNG allows you to, but I wouldn't allow your armor to. I wouldn't rely on your armor to bounce anything in tier 8 and tier 9 matches. That was the T34-1. I've been Jurgen. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.